Hello everyone, in this episode we are going to talk about local time and time zone in Rails. So what's the problem we are facing? Generally speaking, when a user visits your app, even if you can set a default time zone in Rails, but if your users come from all over the world, you cannot depend on that setting anymore, and your Rails server does not know which time zone each user comes from. Well, let's take a look. This is a Rails 7 app with JS bundling and CSS bundling. We are gonna start with a simple post form. Let's Rails.g scaffold a post model and controller. It has a title of type string and a post_date attribute of type datetime. Then we'll migrate our database. Okay, let's take a look. I'll add a navbar link to our post index path to make it easier to navigate through our app. Refresh the page, here it is. Now we see a simple Rails post form. We want to pre-populate the datetime field so that user doesn't have to manually select the post date at datetime. We'll change the datetime field to datetime select. Here it is. We can create a first post. As you can see here, the time is 11:56 UTC. Note the 11 here. My system time is actually 19:56. My time zone is UTC plus 8. If you add 8 here to 11, you can get 19, which is the same as my system time. So how can we solve this problem? How can we display 19 here instead of 11? Basecamp created a local time gem that generates a time tag, which we can use in our wheels. So let's try this. We can bundle, add, local time. Then we also need to add the local time JS package. Okay, JS bundling will take care of our JS file, no error, no complaining, great. Then we'll need to import local time in our JS entry point. Import local time from local time dot start. Let's take a look at the terminal. No complaining, great. Before we modify the wheel, let's take a look. The time is still 11:56 in UTC, okay. Now we go to the post partial and add a convenient local time helper that the local time gem provides. Let's take a look. Refresh the page. Oops. I guess we need to restart the Rails because we installed the local time gem. Okay, let's refresh the page. Great. The local time gem works and the time is now 7 p.m., which is 19 o'clock. It's the same as my system time. And we can actually display this date time in a different format. Let's add format long to our wheel. Okay, it's 19:56, the same as my system time. We can use another format like short, refresh, and it's there, 21 December 1956. We can also create a new post like a second post, and it's still correct. We can see all the time is in the browser's local time, and that's it. Now we can display time in the user's local time, but there is still a problem. Remember when we created our second post, you can see that the hour is still 11. in UTC plus 0 time zone, but our system hour is 19 in UTC plus 8 time zone. So in the next episode, we'll talk about how to pre-populate a date time according to the user's time zone. Thanks for watching. See you next time.